I love special tools you use only once in a lifetime. The week you get rid of is the first time you need it at 100%. Mid-tier single blade is companion to your existing cheaper set to remain as a first cutter? Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Today was silk yellows and a Keychron Q2 silicone in the case. Heavy as Thor's hammer. Silent. Same justification why you have 20 guitars? Yeah. What tools would you need as a beginner to complete one? Just a pair of something like this.
Oh yes.
Side cutters.
Oh yes.
That's it. And they start from like $8 and they go up to $65. More expensive.
Super easy, barely
Typically
an inconvenience.
better. He's here. The pickles are here. Smoking Joe is here. How's it going? I'm a Subaru man. I had a Subaru once for a short amount of time. I'm not a Subaru man. But also, by the time I had a Subaru, I was working 7 days a week in content creation and didn't have time to wrench on it. Ran out of time. Have some cheaper ones for the first cut, second cut with some better ones. Bought a soldering tool for project, got the soldering tool, forgot the project you needed it for. Okay. Don't hate the little green god hands. Yeah, man. 10 mil is the one that's always in need and it's always missing. Yes. Yeah, so basically, to Kevin, if you have just side cutters that are made for wire, these are wire cutters. I've actually sharpened them a bit, but still, it's that's what you don't want to hear. The snap, because the snap means that you're breaking the plastic. Now again, these were sharpened. So that's actually not a bad break, but you can see right down the middle, you can see that the blades cut in from the side a little bit, and then you can see the horizontal bar down the middle, which is the break.
Oh no!
So if that break happens on a part, that leaves a big scar, and that scar can go deep into the plastic, and especially if the plastic is colored like blue or red or some of the worst ones for that, you'll just have a white mark that goes way down in there. These are cheap. These are entry-level cutters, and they have for hobby use, for plastics in particular, as opposed to wire cutters. They have a different angle on the blades, and these will cut farther in before they snap. So it's still cutting, and then it snapped right at the end. So if I pull this off, you can see it was actually cutting and slicing the plastic. Now, if I cut it all the way through, come on. Sorry, that was two. Try again. That one did still pop. It still popped. But it has some. It now has some nice, proper cutting from the side, and then at the end, the pop was at a much later state, so I can actually burnish that down to some degree. And you can see that the scar doesn't go too deep. The plastic is actually not ruined too deep down in there. But it's still kind of a mess. The next step up. So these are probably the most common cutters in the world for hobby use. They're like, so this is a wire cutter. Don't do a wire cutter. This is a $13 set of entry-level cutters. These are like 25, maybe they're 35 these days, but super common, but available specifically for hobby use plastics. So that one didn't even pop off. That one did cut all the way through. And burnishing the edge of that one down, you can see there's even less damage to the plastic itself. And this is a bigger cut than you'll ever make with a Gundam model, because this is runner. The actual spot where you cut the part off is tiny by comparison. So this is just magnifying the issues for the sake of illustration of what the difference is between different cutters. And then you get up to a high-end side cutter with one blade. So the one on the right is a blade, the one on the left is an anvil. This one is flat, it does not cut. You can see the edge right there, it's flat. So it acts as an anvil. It's like a single-bladed set of shears. And look how thin that is at its thickest point. And then with these, that's sliced all the way through. And you can see there's a different surface on it. You can see that at first it wasn't even tearing the fibers of the plastic at all. And then it started tearing them just a little bit, but consistently all the way to the end. So now when I burnish this, you see that the plastic is not damaged underneath at all. From end to end, it's sliced all the way through. And that's the difference. That's the difference in price and quote unquote quality and design of different cutters. Just sold some God hands. Thank you. So you don't need the best ones. Nobody needs the best ones, but the quote unquote better you get, the more quickly you can get to the point where you have a nice finish consistently. On the other hand, you could also just use freaking wire cutters and then an X-Acto knife. Like, okay, that, cut way away, leave yourself some room to damage the plastic under there, and then just
use your hand.
Slice off the scar. Because X-Acto blades are super cheap and very, 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 very sharp and thin. I'm cutting deeper than I should for one cut, but there we go. Just slice that off. Takes a little bit longer, but still, I have a scar-free cut. Burnish that down. Gives you the same effect, but using wire cutters. The very things that I just said don't use. So there are many, many, many ways to go about it. Also, you could do the wire cutter thing. Ruined. And then a file. Glass file in particular. Polished. I literally just used a set of wire cutters. These are terrible. But with the help of a $2 tool and a few extra seconds, it can still be fine. Or if you don't care about the tiniest little things, because again, with Gundams, you're actually going to be cutting something that's that small or smaller. Just do that. Okay, you have a little scar, you have a little nub. You can leave it like that, There's no one right way to do it. There's just different levels of different qualities. And I personally find it to be fun to try the different stuff and to learn and to try to find the different ways of approaching the same problem. You can get a $25 one of these, or you can use this $2 one. Okay, let me get caught up. Let me get caught up on chat a little bit. Sorry, I missed a lot. If you're a perfectionist, a set of sanding sponges can help. Smokin' Joe, hi. The build is very simple, and I like that. It still can look really good. Once it gets top coated, it's going to look much better. But so far, so very good. That's why your first and only Gundam looks terrible. Describing something is soothing. You could do Gunpla seminar ASMR. Great demonstration. Nice. Glad you like it. 100% don't need God hands to get a good finish. Many alternatives. Yep. Cheap plus knife. Yep. Knife portion of the build is relaxing. Good. Good. Still need a set of glass files. Feel sanding sponges and glass files accomplish the same thing, or they're different uses? I only use sanding sponges these days. I used to use them a lot, but these days I only use them for achieving a particular finish. So if there's plastic that has a scuff in it, then I might remove the scuff. If I need to move a bunch of material from a divot, I just want to even it out a little bit, I might use this. But for nub removal, nothing beats these. And shame on you, Smokin' Joe, for watching so many of my streams and not having a set of the $2 glass files yet. Get them and play with them. They're cheap, and then see how you like them and see if you want to incorporate them into your workflow. You might not enjoy using them, but I think they're fantastic. If you need to get rid of a nub, and you want to get rid of it today, and you don't want to risk doing any damage to the model, you just do it. It leaves a polished surface, no scuffing. If you're not going to paint, if you're not going to top coat, then follow up with a sanding sponge that's appropriate to get the level of sheen or matte finish to kind of match the rest of the plastic. You might have to do the entire surface of that part, but yeah, like the Infinity 3000 roughly seems to, depending upon its age, seems to get a finish that's close to Gundam standard. 500's a little bit more like the black plastic, a little bit shinier. Can definitely use glass files on round. Yeah. Need to be mindful of putting flat spots on. Yeah. Like a curved surface you'll just do like this with. And the lighter you are, the less gouging you'll get, but a little final finish at the end with a sponge can be useful. I just tend to use the sponges for finishing work, whereas I use the glass files for material removal. Super Ron, thank you for hanging out. Take care. Sleep well. Sharpies I used yesterday for light colored panel lining. It was oil based, yes. That cleans up with either ethyl or isopropyl alcohol. Ethyl was better. Sharpies are alcohol, yes. The default one, sorry. Normal Sharpie, so this is alcohol based. What I used yesterday, specifically for the light lining, was this oil-based. It's a paint pen. I think it's enamel. Cheap electric toothbrush you use to clean out your glass files. Fair. Starting with entry grade, great way to approach it. Sure. Have those exact poly erasers. Epic Toaster Chan, hello. Stopping by before bed. Surprised to see me building another PG. Yeah, it's just it's not a Gundam. It's just a plane. Yeah, so it's paint pens for the oil-based Sharpies are paint. And then I don't know what these. I think these metallic ones are also alcohol-based. But they're a very unique case. There are very few companies that do exactly this, but this is oil-based for sure. It's just paint. You can use dry erase markers to remove permanent marker from non-porous surfaces.
Super god level Gundam bro level.
Sometimes.
This isn't even my final form. Do you not know that I have like 9,000 plus 1,000 PG, EX, HG, Super Extra Robot Final Form Edition?
Perfect grade Sharpies.
The ultimate PRGPGMG expensive for cost special coating. Heat anti-metal parts, suspicion god hands. Wow.
Ace, good afternoon. Hope all is well. Hope you get some downtimes at some point ever. Smokin' Joe and Robot Wizard, thank you for your cheers. Upstate Dave, I used to freak people out at work with when permanent markers would accidentally make their way into the pool with the dry erase markers. It would be like, oh, careful, everybody, careful. Permanent. We got a permanent marker here. And then we had, glass conference room tables or glass inserts some places, and I would just like leave a little note somewhere about something. What? Like they would just be completely dumbfounded, because I'm a pretty buttoned up, by the book kind of guy. Like I don't, on a normal basis, in amongst, depending upon context, I will be very, very square, So to see for coworkers seeing me in work mode doing something so vile, as like permanently writing, like basically doing graffiti in a conference room at work.
I don't like it.
That would not even compute. And then I would just take the dry erase board cleaner,
No.
Here's afternoon and tries to pretend it's not nearly 10:30. A lot of folks don't realize there's often easy ways to remove. Yeah. Have a window next to your desk at work. You take notes on it with a Sharpie when someone acts like they're having a crisis. It's not a big deal. Gotcha. Nice. Mayo, hello. Okay. Let me do some additional actual build-in for you. I think these are ready to go together, actually. Pull these out. speed champs. That's not bad. You can get a speed champs done in a week, right? 2 to 3 days. Week, nah, month tops. I think you can get it done in a week. I think I got more faith in you than you do in yourself. You need to give yourself more credit. Like kids, oh gosh, dang it. Yeah. Nah. I'm not the biggest fan. It's just not fun. All the tiny little wires, and of course you want it to look good. You know, you don't want it to be a mess. You want it to be tidy. And making it tidy takes so much extra time. You need 7 hands at least. Cable management.
Use your hand.
I always write when someone is acting at a higher emotional level than they should when there's an issue. It takes their focus away from you, and since you're writing, they think you're taking it super seriously, and they try to act less wild. Nice. Good life hack there. Like kit, custom printed bricks and acrylic case. Full Brahmo. Those printed pieces for the Razor Crest look really good though. It's the 20. Where's the 20? What am I? Oh, it's this. They took them down? Oh no. Oh, because Lego doesn't allow. Oh, you have to. Oh, that's right. It's not Disney, it's Lego. They don't allow you to custom print on their stuff anymore as a business. So if you say it's Lego, that puts you in trouble right there because it runs afoul of their trademark protections. Dang. Ah, it sucks. That sucks. The way they would have to do it is to skirt the ruling there. They would have to either offer up non-Lego bricks, you know, or let people send in their bricks and then they will print them. If you're responsible tagging Lego. Oh no. That sucks. That happened. Because it's just a good product. It's just a value add. But rip. Ask why Lego doesn't outsource more prints, but they do. They outsource so many. All of their keychains and merch and CMFs, those are all, at least they were, last I heard, done at external factories. Since they claim warehouse space, yeah. And that is their main concern, is not the cost, but the space. Their whole automated part retrieval robot network. Because it has to be a large bin for each. They don't do small bins.
I am a robot.
They don't do Acro Mills. You know, everything is a 500 liter crate at the least or something like that. if I remember right, their robots are Volvos, I think. Maki Art, how you doing? Wireless LEDs and a base coil for Lego light kits. Yeah, about that. Yeah. Another company started doing those last year as well. Haven't heard of them since. Everybody wants to. When it comes down to actually doing it, it's a different story. Pray for Express. They use the gold stars. Having fun learning home repair lessons the hard way? I'm sorry. That's a lot of farts. CMA, did you ever get your hands on any of the iBricks once by any chance? Like even one?
Unnatural.
Guess it's just 3. Because the biggest problem outside of the fact that it always ends up being vaporware is that they really don't work well. For like modulars and such. For things that are 1 floor tall or less, if you can get the coil aligned in the correct orientation, the receiver coil aligned to your transmitter coil's field, then it's great. But you don't have full freedom to just move that thing around. You can't just build it into any model anywhere. Finally getting to work on giving this place an overhaul. Why drywall gotta be so flimsy? Not a fan of working on it. Not at all. No, sir, I don't like it. City's in need of a large Tesla coil in the center. Oops. But yeah, it's not the full panel thing even. Yeah, ceiling is horrible, but the biggest problem is when you just need to cut a hole to get access to something. And then it all just starts crumbling. Oh, thank you, Ren. Some actual assembly down here. Take care, Mayo. Put wood flooring on the ceiling. Interesting. It saw giraffes. I saw the word saw, and then I saw something that starts with a G, and I thought saw Gerrera. That's where my mind is at. Had extra flooring, needed a ceiling, had just the right amount. Huh. Hey, you guys are betting on what's going to be unveiled. Can I get one slot for a special edition Neorine? No, a special edition Soletta. Sorry, what am I saying? They would never go for second character first. Figure eyes. Hardwood flooring on the ceiling, and it looks good. Huh. Never thought of it. Oh gosh. Great. Mm-hmm. Pizza Walk, what's the number? Legs don't bend? They don't fold anymore? They just jiggle? MG Reborns? Ooh, narrative. What is Reborns? What even is that? Why does it look like a... Is that from Double O? Because I'm only looking at it, at pictures. I don't know anything about it. It is from Double O. Okay. Final boss suit from season 2. Gosh, why don't I remember it at all? I don't recognize it. That's weird. Drawable hoist. No worries. I enjoy the questions. You have good questions, Kevin. It's useful stuff for a lot of viewers. So thank you and have a good night. Yeah, I don't mind narrative. If it's just the default colors, it might be a little bit boring. Because it looks like what it is, you know. Like take unicorn and step backwards, but I don't mind the design. Take Care Ukulele was in one episode, maybe two, not especially memorable. Actual Final Fight has both of them bail into the older suits at the end. Good night, Upstate Dave. It has a cannon mode, okay. Love your Sigrun. That top cup makes a big difference. Excellent. C-Pack, so all the red Psycho Frame bits get added on. I wonder what it looks like with those off. You want to mat all of them? I'm not getting a lot done today, am I? I'm not mad at it. However, I did promise to get this built today, so I'd like to try. You will try. No. Do or do not. There is no try. Thank you, Aaron. Thought you were getting dinner.
Yes!
Thank you very much. Seems so random, but I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it.
Oh, yeah!
Welcome back, Tyler. And thank you, Squiggle. Needs to make a nice big Minas Tirith. Yeah. Yeah. They do. The Snyder cut. Which special edition Suletta? It would just be a green outfit. Green uniform. Standard uniform version of her. Is what I would expect. Extra 3x3 teal tile in the Cat Hotel. Huh. That's very strange. That's oh yeah, well you shouldn't kind of situation for sure.
Indeed.
Dinner done. Wow, that was quick. Either that or I've just been moving slowly. Or both. Never knew if you uploaded. Glad I still do. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm still hard at it. Multiple YouTube channels. I do a little bit of streaming on YouTube and a lot of streaming on Twitch. Stream most days now. Dinner was an hour ago? What? 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 It's not a competition. I mean, my dinner was what? 23 hours ago. There. I played a little bit more Fallen Order. I did the AT-AT and a little bit more after that. Like I think one stanza past it. Did I end up painting Amuro in the core fighter? Yes. Talking about from the MG 3.0.
I will upvote that.
Doesn't look great, but it was done with markers, so I'll accept it. Given the circumstances. Not painted my PGU one yet. I'll probably do that with the brushes. I'd almost be in the game to be equipped before you finish it. I need to finish it before the new game comes out so I can actually stream the new game. I need to do all the things. Just got 3.0 grabs. Looks fine. First time you've seen the flexible hands. Be careful with them. They can be very annoying with the lower joints, the ball joints popping out. It gets better once you put the backer on, though, the back of the hand. It only comes with the flexible hands, I'm afraid. No option. I don't know if I think the flexible hands are as bad as most people say they are, because you don't put most of the weight of the accessory on the fingers. You use the tabs, the two interlocking tabs in the palm and the accessory to hold the thing. The wrist is more of an issue, though. Wrist strength can be too weak to hold things like at a distance. What? You're going to try an MG as a palette cleanser after you do the RGs? Something where you switch back to something where you can actually see the pieces. Why doesn't Mr. Top Coat come in bigger cans? It doesn't come in just the short ones. There are the double high ones as well. The gray ones. I don't know what the difference is, but they work just as well on raw plastic. Just stick to MG after you do one. Yeah. So comfy by comparison. HG, the only way you can get the cool Xeon Potato Mix. Oh, you're talking about GOG? Oh, oops. Top coats are another thing that I need to look into. Try to find a cheaper option. Cheaper, accessible option. Why does this look so much like it's supposed to slide? Then it doesn't. It's weird. Different chemical. Read a warning that it would eat decals and certain types of plastic. Really? Uh-oh. Not enjoyable, the water slides? Ah. Practice. More tutorials and practice. Especially the tutorials part. I know it can be a no fun experience. But there are ways to make it less no fun. Chance I'll switch to building in the Lego City tonight? No. You think Premium eats water slides? Uh-oh. What? Yeah, we need some clarification on this. Stat. I thought that Premium was the exact same stuff as the regular, just with somehow it would give you a more consistent. Does it have a leveler in it? There's something that would make it more smooth. How do they generally fit together? Pretty good, or can there be issues? Almost always good. Almost always very, very, very good. The question with the Mr. Hobby top coats was about the gray can. Mr. Super Clear. Okay, what does that look like? This looks like it's upside down. Why? No, seriously, why? which is a gray tan can. Mr. Super Clear. Cannot be used over water slides. Mr. Super Clear. Okay. Thought that this should be able to slide. Thought so. Damaged slides. Is the gray can. The tall gray can? Everyone always complains about a million ways how plastic models can deteriorate. Haven't found a substantial way to dispose of plastic. Right. Yes. Good point. Good point. The irony. Only supposed to be used over paint. That guy. Okay. Solvent type coating agent. Should not be used on hot or humid days. Blushing can occur. Humidity over 70%. Wow. Okay, so that stuff should not be used. And why don't they even say that on their own website, that this cannot work over decals? That's messed up. Ease.hello. For those you're into Star Wars Lego, got you Mando and Grogu briquettes. Nice. Enjoy. So that's a nice little pack. I especially like the pram. A little baby holder for Grogu. Colors are good. The shaping and size is just right for that style, that Brickhead style. And I'm not even a Brickhead's fan. I think that one has charm. Stay away from the gray can and stick with the little ones. Wah, wah, wah. Seems one can coat several models with the small cans, though. Well, that depends. Depends on the model. I've gotten, for simple MGs, I can do just barely do 2 models with 1 can. Barely, for simple ones. A complex one is going to be, or a larger one is going to be 1 can for 1 model. Assessing over the engineering side. Try to keep an eye on it. Reviewers are saying can work over decals, requires more care, lighter coats. Okay, that makes sense. Enjoyed the build very much. The other one you have is Ahsoka. Ahsoka is also very good. Think about the new Mando tank. Should have come with the build for Grogu's little pod. Should have. You're right. But more importantly, it should have come with the pilot. I think that's the big miss there. Lego may not have had access to information about the pilot at all. have some slides you could test that on, that would be cool. I'm definitely going to do it as well at some point, sooner than later. Very curious. The pod dynamic. No.
Hello there.
Hi, all, welcome. How's it going? I have a plane. I need to do the turret though. The top one, which is C and B parts. Thank you, Smoking Joe. So glad I got it. Even though it's surely when I show it on YouTube, it's going to result in at least a few months of, but Jang, you said you literally don't ever do anything ever in life other than MGs. That is all that you ever do. Now you're doing a PG, so now I'm going to recommend every PG to you that you need to build and should have built before. Also, you should get the Archie Hainu, bro. Hey, folks who like this Gunpla stuff, why were you watching me and not watching Aomecha? Because there is a guy who actually knows his stuff. He actually knows what he's doing. Unlike this guy, that guy knows his stuff. Can we get a large shout out? We got the little one. Can we get a large shout out, please, for Aomecha? Dude with one of the, he's super helpful, super noob friendly, but also very knowledgeable himself, and has excellent production value always, super consistent, and a good positive place to hang out as well. If you're not following him, please change that. Cause seriously, good stuff. Thank you so much for the kind raid. Hope all is well. Hope that your week has started off well. It is an honor to be rated by you. Thank you, Odessa, for the gifted channel subscription. What are we working on today? How's it going? For folks who haven't seen me before, and if you got a raid and run, go de-stream, do real life stuff. We'll catch up at some point. I don't think I've ever chatted. I've only lurked in your channel for months and months. But I'm Jang. I mostly do Lego stuff and have been a full-time Lego builder on YouTube for over 10 years now. And just for the past couple of years, I've been trying to bring folks over from that platform to here. And I got into Gunpla, so I've got some of my kits up here. On my About tab, I've listed all the ones that I've built so far. I'm absolutely an amateur. I'm learning, I'm trying different things, and just enjoying it. I mostly do 1/100th scale stuff. Always doing Gundam on Monday for Gundam Mondays, but I also do some of it later on Sundays as well, so back to back. I just started this kit yesterday, yesterday afternoon, and so it's a PG Skygrasper. And I'm just doing a straight build of it with minimal detailing. And this is what I've gotten done so far with, just panel lining and then a little bit of interior. Not an amateur. I'm still an amateur. I've not set up my paint station yet. So I'm just taking it slow. I don't have a whole lot of time to work on this stuff, but taking it slow and enjoying it. Awesome and chill and dope production and show to lurk and listen. Hope my radio support. Thank you so much. Thank you kindly.